This is a lesson on signing O Holy Night in sign language. It may be kind of a mixture of ASL and signed English. It is not purely ASL because the audience is going to be mostly a hearing audience with one deaf person in it. This is designed for a particular group who's going to be doing this in my church on Christmas Eve. And so we wanted to not do pure ASL because we wanted the hearing people to be able to relate signs to the words, and so we're pretty much going in English order, but we are using some ASL signs. So if you're not part of that group, that's fine. You're welcome to use this video as you wish, but the purpose of this is for that particular group to learn and to practice. I'm going to start by going through the verses and explaining some of the signs, and then at the end I will do it to music so that you can practice. So if you already know the signs and you've been practicing with us, then you can just skip on to the music. But if you haven't been to the practices and you need to learn the signs, then go through this first part. So we're doing O like this, and we're rotating in because of the flow of the song and the next signs. It just goes easier in instead of out this way. So O, holy, and H, and then coming across the hand. Night, and we're doing night and then coming all the way down across this way, because that's going to that's the better night for this song. The stars are brightly shining, for it is the night. We're saying truly the night, and again we're coming all the way across like this, of the dear Savior's, that saved person, birth. And we're adding to the birth, we're adding coming up like this, like Mary's looking at the baby. For long lay the world, we're doing long continues the world in sin and error pining. This is a sign for wrong. Till he appeared, and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices. For instead of for yonder breaks, we're doing heaven brings, because heaven is bringing Christ, which brings us to a new and glorious morn. For fall on your knees, we're making it kind of big and bowing down like this. So for fall on your knees, oh, here, do it twice. The angel voices, do that twice. Oh, night, divine. Oh, night, when. That's like a timeline, and that's when on the timeline. When Christ was born, and again come up to look at Jesus. Born. Now this next part, we had been practicing O night divine, O night divine, and that's how it is sung sometimes, and that's how my music is going to do it. But I just noticed in our hymnal that it says O night, O holy night, and then O night divine. So I'm not sure which way we're going to do that yet. I'm going to do it even though my music is going to do it the first way, I'm going to do it this second way, which is the way in our hymnal for the practice, because I suspect that's how we're going to do it. Okay, the second verse is led by the light of faith. For serenely, we're doing peace, and then shining. And I'm just kind of doing shining here because it's the faith that's shining, not stars. And then with glowing hearts, this is with, and I'm doing the glowing around the heart area, hearts. For by, we're doing near. His cradle is manger. We stand. one little change I'm thinking about making the next line. We were doing led by light of a star. It says so led by light, and I was thinking the so means kind of likewise, that the wise men were being led by the light of the star in a similar way that we are led by the light of faith. And so I was thinking about doing this, as in the same, we're kind of led the same way. So, so led by light of a star sweetly gleaming. And I'm doing all of the gleaming up here because there was one star that was above the place where Jesus was. And then here come, literally in English it would be here come or here come, but we're just doing this. Here come the wise men for Orient Land, we're doing east country, and east should be in the east direction according to the viewer. So if this is north and south, the viewer looking at me would be east, would be over there, so it's that way. Okay, east country. And by the way, I'm left-handed, so if you're right-handed, you would mirror image me. Except for east, we all go east. The King of Kings lay in lowly manger in all our trials, born to be our friend. He knows our need. Now here's another discrepancy place here. That says what we've been doing was our weakness, he's no stranger. Because it said in our weakness, he's no stranger. However, our hymnal says our weakness is no stranger, meaning our weakness is not a stranger to him. It's not that's not the stranger to our weakness. Our weakness is not a stranger to him. So I thought a better interpretation might be that our weakness is not hidden from him. He knows our need, and our weakness is not hidden from him. So I think we should, if we do it according to the hymnal, we should say, our weakness not hidden from him, instead of stranger, because our weakness is not a person. So do a strange person for weakness. I just don't like that. Okay, then we have behold your king, before him lowly or humbly bend. We're doing kneel for bend this time. Behold your king. And now here's another difference from what we've been practicing. We've been practicing your king, before him bend. But the way the music is going to do it, that I'm going to do here in a minute, and the way the hymnal does it is it's behold your king, and then instead of your king before him bend, it's before him lowly bend. So I'm going to do it that way. All right, the third verse is truly he taught us to love for one another. We're doing fellowship. His law is love, and his gospel is peace. Chains shall he break. And then for the slave is our brother, we're doing because the slave is our brother. And in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we. Let all within us praise his holy name. Christ, for Christ is the Lord, we're doing Christ truly is the Lord. Oh, praise his name forever. His power and glory. Forevermore, we're just doing forever. You could do evermore, but I think forever is better. Forevermore, proclaim. His power and glory evermore or forever proclaim. Okay, so those are the signs that we're using, and I think I'll make the practice a separate video. So I'm going to stop this now, and you can look for part 2 of this, which is just me signing it to the music.